With Infiniti of Nashua here. I wanted to take today to go over the Q50 with you. This is one of Infiniti's best vehicles, best values, and right now till the end of May I have approximately 10 available at a absolute ridiculous value for you. Let me show you around the car a little bit today. One of the things I did want to show you is the Smart Key. It's very, very nice, so you don't have to go searching around your purse, your pockets to try to find the key. You simply go ahead and walk up to the car, put your hand on the inside, and as soon as it senses the temperature from your hand, automatically unlocks the door. What I'm going to do is pop the hood. I want to show you a couple of things around the car first, and then we'll go off for a ride together. The first thing I wanted to show you was our vented disc brakes. Most manufacturers do have vented disc brakes in the rear. We actually have them in the front also. In the center of your discs here, they've been hollowed out to get air on the inside. The air on the inside will keep the brakes cooler, which is going to go ahead and prolong your brake pad life and also make you stop the vehicle quicker also in case of an emergency. Let's go around the front here. I'll show you underneath the hood. If you'll notice also when I pop up the hood, there's no awkward stick to prop up the hood. We actually have hydraulic pumps on both sides, so you don't have to deal with that hitting you in the head if that happens to fall. We also go ahead and put the brake fluid is all behind the firewall back here. One of the reasons that Infiniti does that is because brake fluid does not respond very well to heat. So we actually put it behind the firewall. Also, a lot of manufacturers will put it right up here in front. In case of a front end collision, you could possibly lose all your brake power, which could be dangerous. So we went ahead, put it in the back, behind the firewall, nice and safe back there. We also put our battery in the back here and shifted the engine as far back as we possibly could. We wanted to get as much possible weight behind the front axle as possible. That's one of the reasons Infiniti has such good handling and performance, is because of the weight distribution that they've been able to accomplish. This is Infiniti's 3.7 liter engine. It's a V6. This engine has been on the 10 best engines list for the past 10 years in a row. Absolutely bulletproof, 328 horsepower. This is one of the last opportunities in a Q50 you'll be able to purchase this vehicle with this engine in it. So definitely want to take advantage of that. There's a timing chain in the engine and not a timing belt. So if you've ever had a timing belt and had to replace it, you know how terribly expensive it can be to get that done. We also have dual air intakes for its performance as well. And we also have breakaway motor mounts in the rear of the engine. In case of a front end impact, the rear motor mounts will actually go ahead and break away. The engine will drop down and get pushed underneath the vehicle instead of into the passenger compartment. One of the other safety features also is the dual latches. Again, in case of a front impact, the hood is going to stay latched. It's also going to bend on your design crumple zones here and not send the hood into the front windshield. Lots of dependability, lots of safety features. They've really taken their time to go the extra mile. One of the things they also do is every single wire they can find has been hand wrapped for that longevity and dependability, and taking their time and really put a lot of care into this vehicle. Come on around the side, I'll show you a couple other things also. Went ahead in the doors and actually put two metal beams inside the doors here in case of a side impact to keep your passengers safe as well. One of the other things I love about the Q50, let's go ahead and we'll unlock this, make sure we're all set. If you take a look over here, that a lot of doors will open in this area, some will open a little further. On the Q50, ours open almost at a 90-degree angle. So plenty of leg room. This is very, very convenient if you have elderly parents and they're trying to get in. If you have a child in a car seat that you want to get in, this makes it very, very convenient. Also, if you've ever had one of those awkward boxes from Home Depot or Walmart, you're trying to get in the car, When the door only opens here, it can be very difficult to do that. So they've actually thought of a lot of different things as well for your convenience also. Come on around the back, I'll show you a couple other things. On this particular car, we do have sonar all around the car with these sensors. As you back up, it'll go ahead and beep, and the beep will get faster and faster as you get closer and closer to something. This really, again, protects the vehicle, the longevity, and the looks of your vehicle. In the trunk here, I just have a little pressure switch, very easy to get to. You can also go ahead and open it from your remote control. I have your camera here for your backup camera. This vehicle actually has cameras all around the vehicle, and I'll show you that once we get inside. Very spacious trunk. One of the things you'll notice is the hydraulic hinges and mechanical hinges they have here. They don't actually drop down like a lot of trunks do and take up more space inside of the trunk and crush your groceries or eggs. So they've actually concealed them inside themselves, and they have an extremely large opening that dips down all the way to the bumper so that you can go ahead and get anything that you need in there. You also do have a 60/40 rear split seats that actually fold down as well, that you can simply go ahead and drop them down from here. Very, very nice setup. Come on around the other side, we'll show you a couple other things also. So this is 328 horsepower. This car really gets up and goes. I'm going to display a little bit of that when we go on the test drive. And also, I'm going to have you take a look on the inside. One of the things that's very important is making sure that you are comfortable in the vehicle. Right over here, you have all your seat controls, go up and down. They'll tilt as well, your seat back, and lumbar support. The other thing I really like is Infiniti, the steering column. They went ahead and actually set it up as power. So not only does it tilt, it's also telescopic. So everybody has a different body size, leg size, and torso size. So you can actually find the right setting here, so you're not going ahead and stuck right up against the steering wheel when you're driving, or too far back, depending on your body size. So let's go ahead, we'll go inside, we'll take a look at a few things inside then. Go ahead again and take you on the inside. Okay, so on the inside here, I wanted to show you Infiniti's push button start. So again, you don't have to take the key out of your pocket or purse. You simply put your foot on the brake, you push the start button, and the car fires right up. They have a nice leather interior, real wood trim also. And we had talked a little bit about the actual camera system and the backup camera. What I want to do is show you all of the cameras. So not only do we have the backup camera, but we have our round view monitoring. So every single side of the car, you can go ahead and see when you're pulling into a parking spot, and both on the side, the front and the rear. This display right now is the front of the vehicle. It's nice when you're pulling into a supermarket or in the mall. You can see how close you are to the vehicle in front of you. And then the backup camera will come on as soon as I put the car in reverse. Now we have the backup camera, red, yellow, and green, but it also, as I turn the steering wheel, shows you your predicted path also. So very, very handy. Nice setup. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you next was the navigation system. You give me a minute and we'll go ahead and get back to that. We'll put the map on. So this is one display here. This is how a lot of navigation systems will look. One of the things I want to do is go into the settings, and you can change everything on this car. So I want to go ahead and change the map display view, and this might take me a minute to get here. Let me back up a minute, go to our preferences, our map view, and show you our 3D bird's eye view. I like this because it actually shows you more on what you're coming up to, and it's a really nice display. And some of the things people are concerned about with navigation is how easy or complex it is to control. You can control this navigation system from many different ways. You can do it on this display screen here. It is also touch screen. You can use the knob down here as well with the back button. And you can also go ahead and use the switches on the steering wheel. My favorite and the easiest is the voice commands. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Just simply hit the button.
You can interrupt voice prompts and speak.
Navigation.
Navigation. Please say or select a navigation command.
Street address.
Street address search in New Hampshire. Please say the house number, street, and city name only. For example,
51 Belknap Road, Town of Hudson.
'51 Belknap Road, Town of Hudson. Calculate route or adjust.
Calculate route.
Calculating route.
And that's it. You are on your way. I don't think it gets much easier than that. Just a simple couple touch of a button and you're all set. Everything in the vehicle can get customized, but what I want to do now is go ahead and take you on a test drive. What I'm going to do is, as I pull out of the dealership here, I'm actually going to accelerate so you can feel the 328 horsepower that the vehicle has. Not that you're going to drive this way every day, but I want you to know that in the morning at 8 o'clock, when you're getting onto Interstate 93 and everyone's going 75 miles an hour, I want you to know that you have the power to go ahead, speed up to the speed of traffic, and get into that spot and merge in for that little spot that you have to try to get into so you don't cause an accident. Really, the 328 horsepower can be a safety feature, and it is some fun. So let's go ahead, we'll buckle up, we'll take a ride, and we'll go ahead and get going here. All right. Now the navigation system may give us some commands along the way. I'm just going to leave them in the background so you'll know how the system works and the commands that it does give you. We'll wait till the traffic gets going, and again, we're going to go ahead and accelerate out of here. So we'll start off easy. Now when you need to, I'm going to go ahead and hit the gas. The vehicle just takes off. That got up to 60 miles an hour in no time at all. So one of the other things I want to display as we move forward here is the Tiptronic transmission. At any time, you can simply tap it over and go into a manual mode. I'm in 5th right there. Tap it down to downshift, I'm in 4th, and it can get the RPMs up very quickly. So I can go ahead right now, I'm going to downshift and hit the gas, and the RPMs are going to kick up. You downshift, and again, you got full, complete control over the power in the engine, and I'll downshift as I'm coming into this light here. Okay, at any time that you want, you can simply go ahead and tap it back, and you're back in the regular drive mode. One of the other ways I do like this is if you're going ahead and on an icy, snowy road, the all-wheel drive system's amazing. However, if you're on ice, doesn't matter if you have a tank, you're still going to slide on ice. I do like the manual mode. Instead of using the brakes, I can downshift coming into a stop and use the engine to help slow me down as well. So a nice feature there. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this route. So this is off, and we don't have to deal with this anymore. Okay. Get out of here. Cancel route. Okay. So when this light turns here, I'm going to go ahead and let the vehicle in front of us try to get a little bit of space. And I'm going to go ahead and take the on-ramp here with a little bit of speed. I want you to feel the handling of the vehicle. Not that you're going to take off-ramps and on-ramps at 40 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour, but I want you to know you can keep complete control of the vehicle if you're avoiding an accident. So here we go. So 45 mile on an off-ramp, and it just sticks to the road. So really nice setup. I can go ahead and go back and forth. Julia, my videographer, is getting slidden around the seat next to us. But if you need to avoid an accident, an animal in the road, you're going to be able to keep complete control of the vehicle. Once again, I'm going to hit the power to merge into traffic. Screech of the wheels just a little bit in the beginning, but it will not go ahead, and Julie and I would end up doing a 5 mile an hour circle, even though my foot's buried to the ground on the 328 horsepower. What happens is it actually pulls power away from you and prevents the rear wheels from slipping, so you can't let that rear end get away from you. One of the nice things about our all-wheel drive system is it's primarily a rear-wheel drive vehicle. So 90% of the time you're driving, you're going to be in rear-wheel drive, which gives you the good handling, power, and performance. And as soon as it senses any slippage, it transfers up to 50% of the power to the front wheels. It's nice not having the wear and tear on your all-wheel drive system and your transmission all the time. It's also nice because it's going to prolong the life of your tires. If you have all 4 tires pushing you forward all the time, it tends to wear your tires out quicker as well. So we're going to go ahead and spin around here, and we'll head down the road. There's no vacant lots here, so and once again, anytime that you want to, I can tap it over to manual mode, downshift. And when I downshift, I get into a lower gear, which makes the accelerator much more sensitive. Okay. So this is a nice road up ahead of us here. It's got some twists and turns in it. And if the traffic cooperates with us, I can show you how the handling is just a blast. As much as it's comfortable and dependable when you're going ahead and just commuting back and forth to work, on that Sunday when you find that back road that's twisty, curvy, boy, this vehicle is a lot of fun. So we're going to go up here, and you'll see probably another couple 100 yards, there's going to be a right-hand bend in the road. We're going to take that with some speed so you can see how the vehicle just sticks to the road. There's really no body lean, and very, very nice. It's fun, but yet it's safe, so that if a deer or raccoon or dog comes out in the front of the road, we'll be able to maneuver around it. So we'll get a little speed up here, coming up to this right-hand turn coming up. And we are not going to use the brakes. We're just going to go ahead and turn the car, and it just sticks to the road. Julie is not sticking to the seat, but the car is sticking to the road. So we're going to do the same thing up here. No brakes, and just turn the wheel, and the car just sticks to the road. Alright, so what I'm going to do, we're going to pull up here, and I think we're going to go ahead and see what's going on. I got a fire station up here. We're going to turn into the fire station. We're going to get out, give you one last view at the Q50, and see what your thoughts are. Feel free to go ahead and email us at Infiniti of Nashua. Feel free to give us a call, 603-891-1400, with any questions that you have, or if you want to go ahead and schedule your test drive, I'd be happy to take you out personally if you'd like to. So we're gonna pull in here real quick. We're gonna get out, we'll give you one last quick peek. And I do have, again, I do have 10 of these vehicles available, and they are gonna go by the end of this month. So please stop into Infiniti of Nashua, and we'll go ahead and work up an incredible lease deal for you, an incredible purchase with some great interest rates, and see if we can get you into one of the new Infiniti Q50s. So come on out, Julia, we'll take a little peek at the car one more time. Okay, thanks again for taking some time for our walk around on the Q50 with Infiniti of Nashua. You can reach us at 603-891-1400.